straight to God. And I'm a God. Now, God's a said, bleed out. This girl's so funny. This woman's dumb as shit. That didn't make any sense. I don't think it's actually better than what I already gave you, but whatever. And don't make no sense. None at all. God, I said, cause you know I don't even know what that is, but whatever. I just gotta make sure that I don't do that. Shit. Hopefully that doesn't go over much first. Gotta see if that works. Oh, hey, Bo. How you doing? Yeah, I had a good birthday. It was all good. It was different for me. Like I said, my dad passed away in October, and my dog passed away right after Christmas. So I was with both of them a lot. So, for both of them to go and me have my first birthday without them, so kind of sucked. But, at least I got other people, my family that were here. It was okay. Had good food, hung out with my mom and my nephew and stuff. So everybody on here last night was cool. But it's just still, hard to deal with it. It's annoying. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's life. People pass away that are close. It sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. Did your dad like work? Did your dad work in like a van or like an enclosed truck or something like that? Yeah, I know. Like it's fucked up, man. I always think about it. I try not to, but it hurts, man. Sometimes I just want to like, especially yesterday, I'm like, fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, I see him like as I'm talking to you, spirit appears to me. Like I don't know if you know, but I'm like a medium, so I kind of get like messages from spirit. Oh, he was an electrician like me. That's what I do for a living. Like I see him in like this van, and he's got like a uniform on, and he's got like dark hair. Yeah, that's I do mediumship because it's just me and you in here. He appeared to me. I was wondering who this guy was. Yeah, I can see like a guy with dark hair, and he's got like a uniform on, and he's in like this big van looking truck thing. Can't really see too much, but I can see like a little bit of images and stuff. Yeah, seems like a cool guy. Worked hard. Yeah, let it out. Sometimes we have to. I kind of feel like sometimes people need to hear things to let them know that your dad's with you and stuff. I know, and yeah, that's probably another reason why he came in. He's like fellow electrician. I've been doing electrical work for over 30 years. Yeah, like he's with another lady, like an older lady. I don't know if his mom's still alive or maybe a sister or something like that. I mean, she don't look too old, but see, spirit, they let you see people in different ways. He's with this other lady that has straight short hair. Okay. Like I don't know if it's him or not, but like I see a man with like dark hair, but it's only on the sides, like, and like up top it's like kind of short. Like it's yeah, or like almost like I would say like almost like kind of bald, but just maybe thinning out, maybe, or maybe he was starting to thin out before he passed or something like that. If not, it might be somebody who he's with. Hey Virgo, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, if he's with this lady, it's probably probably his mother. If she went before him, then usually like they'll hang out like, oh, okay. His dad died when my dad was 2 years old. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, because I see a lady next to him and she doesn't look old. So and like she doesn't look that old, but like they look different anyway when they're in spirit. They give you different images of themselves. It's how they want to come across. Sometimes I see them as in their worst place or their best place. But yeah, there's a man like with short, like he's got like short hair on the sides, and like he's got like a little bit of hair, like a little bit on the top. Yeah, yeah, I do private readings, yeah, all the time. Yeah, I do it on Instagram. Yeah, but yeah, he's okay. You know, he says he misses everybody. I don't know if you have a younger sister or another sister. I see like a younger woman, or it might be you. Depends on how young you are. But like I get like 20s. At least she looks like she's in her 20s. Okay, well that's him then. Yeah, yeah, that's him. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, if you're an only child, so it might be you, but I don't see a child. I just see like a woman that's in her 20s. So if you're in your 20s, then it's probably you. But like, he's around, he could be around like you, and he could be around your mom, he could be around some sister, he could be around, anybody. Like he can go, his spirit can be anywhere. It's Marky Mark's Terror. Yeah. Hmm. Like he's telling me something about somebody died from a heart attack or something like that. He's talking like he's going like this to me, saying somebody like had a heart attack or something, or maybe it was him, or he's talking about somebody. He's talking about something about a heart attack, something about he said. He's a cool guy, he doesn't like. Okay, Virgo, take care, sweetie. But like, yeah, he's talking about a heart attack. It could have been him having a heart attack or something like that, or like he's trying to tell me some stuff. Yeah, he's a cool guy, though. Yeah, I didn't want that. He had 4 strokes during and after COVID. Well, that's him then, because he's going like this, like that. He's like trying to tell me things. I can't see. I can hear some things, but because he had like 4 strokes and all that type of shit, and he was bedridden and all that, he was all fucked up before he died. Sometimes they have an interpreter to talk for him, you know. But he's saying like he had like a heart attack or stroke, where that shit all caught up to him. Like he had breathing problems. He died from like lack of breath. Cause he's going like this to me, and he's going like, so that's telling me that he died from like short of breath or heart attack or something. Usually when they do sign language and stuff, that's how they died. And you said you had a daughter, right? Yeah. He showed me a little girl that has her hair comes down like this, and it has like a little, like, like how you put ponytails, like, but this one's on top. That's so crazy how you said he died in the Philippines, because I got that he was Filipino because he looks like a Filipino. He actually looks like a guy that I know, because we have a lot of Filipinos here, in Bermuda, and he looks like a guy that I know. And I was gonna ask you if he was Filipino, but I didn't want to like assume anything. But he looks Filipino for sure. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, he's showing me like an image of a young, like maybe when she was younger, like probably like 4 or 5, like when he must have like, obviously he knows who your daughter is, right? So he's showing me like an image of him, holding her when she was probably like 4 years old or something, and she had her hair like that, and she had like a little, like, up top, it had like a little, like ponytail looking thing on top of her head, and she had like a dress on. She had some teddy bear, and he's like holding her or whatever. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he says he protects her with everything he has. But he's like, he feels bad for his wife, he says. And he says that since he's passed away, she's gotten like, she looked like she might seem like she's aged a bit, or like she's very, upset. And like he shows me her like at night on her bed, like grieving a lot. And he says that he tries to, make his rounds and tries to help in any way he can. Like spirit can't really intervene, but they can to a certain point, like as far as protection and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense then, because I see him with like a 4-year-old child, and her hair was all like, and she had like some teddy bear, and maybe like he gave it to her or whatever. It's not really a teddy bear, but like a doll, but like a doll teddy bear looking thing, you know? And like he was holding her, and like her hair was like that, and he had her, and she had like a dress on, and these little sandal things. And I see the image pretty good. He showed me like that was probably, like, he's telling me that was some of the best times of his life. Like he's saying, like, I'm not sorry. I don't feel like I have to say sorry, but he's saying something about, I don't know, like he wants to like say something about an apology, but he's like, I don't want to say sorry, but if that's what you want to hear, then I can say it. That's like, I don't know. It's like I can't really make out what he's trying to say, but he's trying to tell me something about. He's trying to like tell me like some things, but I get good energy from him, so I don't think it's nothing bad. You know, Boy, this host has the picture of her. Oh, okay, I got you. Maybe that's why he's telling me that. Oh no, that sucks. Hopefully she's okay. Oh, okay. Oh, thank God she's okay. I hate when things happen to kids, man. I love kids. Uh, He's wiping the tears from his eyes, man. He's getting emotional, so he's trying not to speak too much. I feel sorry for him, man. He seems like a good man. I swear, you've only been in my room like maybe 2 or 3 times, and I swear this shit happens like, and it's no joke. It's just me and you in here for like 20 minutes, and then Virgo just left. And like this shit's just crazy how it happens like that. I don't even know you, and like this guy just appears and he's your dad, and then I can see everything he's telling me. It's so cool, like when shit like this happens. I love shit like this, especially when it's a good person, like, and they don't really show me no bad shit, you know. Like he seems like a good person, but the last thing he said before he started crying was like, he said he's not sorry for something, or he is sorry about something. Like he just, I don't know, I can't make out what he said, but I heard sorry about something. Maybe he's sorry like that he left you guys or whatever, but it's not his fault. Like, yeah, it's all good. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I don't hold back messages and all that. Like if I get it, I get it. And I don't even know you like that, but this is the type of person I am, you know. I don't really care about, all that type of other shit. And if I get it, I get it. But, I don't mind giving the message to you. It doesn't matter to me. I just want you to be happy. But, sometimes, these things are meant to be. That's why it's only you and me in here. It's like a live reading right here, right now. It had to happen. So I'm glad. I'm happy for you, and I'm happy that you heard this. And just know that your dad loves you and he cares about you guys. And he's like sorry that he just wants to apologize for leaving you guys behind, but it's not his fault. Like I just said to him, it's not your fault, bro. Like, and he's like, yeah, I know, but I wish I can do something. So that's probably what it is then. Blames him for going into early retirement. Yeah. Well, being an electrician ain't no fucking bullshit job. It's hard. You know. People tease me because they think I'm retired early. Man, I'm bust my ass. Electrician has to think mentally. A lot of things go through an electrician's mind. When you wire up things, you can blow somebody's fucking house up. People don't understand all of that, the pressure that an electrician has. You know. Yeah, that's why he's like, I'm sorry, because remember I just said about a couple minutes ago, he says like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because I guess you know what he's talking about. So that's what it is. See, like he's sorry that you guys had to go through that, but he knows he's not sorry for nothing because he didn't do anything. You know? Yeah, because I feel like he's a good person. Like I don't get no bad vibes on him at all. Like if I get a bad spirit, I'll feel it, but I don't. I know he's a good person. I can tell. I could see like he loved his family and he loved, he loved to work. He was a good person. Filipinos are generally good people, man. All the Filipinos I know here, they're all good people. Very nice people, hardworking, very religious. I have a lot of Filipino friends here. Good people, man. They work hard. That's good, man. Yeah, I know that's what they do. They work hard and then they go back home to retire. You know how many Filipinos I know that did that here? See, this is why the connections here, because I love Filipino people, man. They're good people. See, I'm Portuguese. My parents are from Portugal, and they came here to Bermuda to better their life. And they got a house here in Bermuda. And my dad worked so hard and then he died, of a heart attack at 82. And my dad was retired already, and I helped him a lot. And he helped me, we got very close. Yeah, see, that's what type of person he is. If one of his sisters is passed away, I think he's with us with his sister. Cause this woman don't look old. The woman that he's with, she's got like hair to like right here, but it's straight. You know. Yeah, yeah. Filipinos don't care. They go anywhere to make money, and they come back home live like kings. And Portuguese people do the same thing. A lot of Portuguese people I know come here, make money, and go back home and live like a king. Because that's how it is. You know, a lot of people do that. So everybody should be proud of their parents who work hard like that and sacrifice their life to make their families' lives better. See, that's what a lot of people don't know. Like they just live in this fucking la la land and they don't even realize what their parents are doing for them. Yeah, that must be the one he's with then. Yeah, because there it seems like he's with an older woman, but she's not like she doesn't look that old, but like she has long like not long hair, but her hair goes down like that, and it's like dark. Yeah, even if she had like white hair when she passed or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like they look like not old, like maybe like 50 something. 50 ain't old because I'm almost 50. I don't look old. He's the youngest, yeah, that's cool. But he just said he's proud of you and what you've accomplished, and he's proud that everybody's okay. But he says like he's sorry that you guys have to do everything without him. But he misses you guys obviously. But he's around. He's around you guys. You know, he's around you, your daughter, your mother. He makes the spirit makes their rounds. They go around and they take care of everybody. Like. Yeah, it could be. If his mom looked like that, because the lady I see, she's got like a hardcore look and she has like a wide nose, like goes like it's like a wide nose, and then like she has like dark like brown eyes and she has like dark hair and it comes down like that, you know. Didn't you say you were in Aries? Yeah, yeah. You guys are capable of giving people high blood pressure. But just know that your dad's taking care of her. In spirit, they can do certain things. Yeah. See, if I didn't like Aries, I wouldn't have done this for you. Mark, you said you don't like Aries women, but you help Bubble out. Look, see? So you do like Aries. Oh, I try to put that aside. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Hey, Dan. Yeah, I love Leos. Yeah. I love Leo's too. Look, my youngest sister, right? My youngest sister is a Sagittarius. My oldest sister is a Aries, and I don't get along with my oldest sister. We clash, but my youngest sister is like my best friend. We get along very well. And out of the women that I've dated and have been really close to in my life has been Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. I get along with fire signs very well, especially with like, love type of things or, close friendships and things like that. And if it isn't air signs, it's the fixed signs like Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. I get along with all those type of people. Everyone else, so so. Well, you can always go for this team tomorrow. I hope to God they win tomorrow. Shit. I hope the Patriots win. I'll be so fucking happy. Oh my God. I don't know. It's gonna be a I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna go down to the wire. That's what I think. I think it's gonna be a very very close game. I don't think it's gonna be like a pushover. Yep. I'm for the Bruins, the Patriots, the Celtics, the Red Sox. I'm Boston everybody. Yeah. I'm for all the Boston teams. That's my it's my peeps. Yeah. I'm a sports fanatic. I watch sports all day, every day. That's why I'm on here right now. There's nothing to watch. All my teams have played already. If somebody told me at the beginning of the ceiling of season that the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl, I would have told them they were on crack. I would have never have thought that the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl this year. Hell no. But I'm so glad they are. And even if they lose, I won't be mad. Yeah. If you look back here, you'll see nothing but Boston stuff. And this green hat and shirt is my Portuguese soccer team, Sporting, where Ronaldo came from. I'm sure you know Cristiano Ronaldo. That's where he came from, my team. Unfortunately, I don't. The only thing I have is PayPal and Super Chat because in Bermuda we don't have like Cash App. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I had Cash App. Bermuda was supposed to get it, but we never did. It sucks. But yeah, that's all I got, unfortunately. But it's all good. I wish I had Zelly, but I because a lot of people that I deal with they have Zelly or whatever it's called, Zelly, and it doesn't work in Bermuda. Bermuda is like a British colony, so we don't have American things, unfortunately. Thank God I have PayPal and I have Super Chat now too, but you know, it's it's an annoying thing not to have certain things, but living in Bermuda, we can't really have American apps and things like that, not too many. Or at least they're trying to get it, but it's not available yet. I wish it was. I can deal with more people, but it sucks. Woo. I was brewing for a while. Bless me. Oh boy. Uh, I would go to jail for Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, his birthday was the 5th and mine was the 6th. And as you can see the jersey up top there, it says C Ronaldo. He was 17 years old when he played for my team in Portugal Sporting. I've got the jersey right there from his first year. He's my favorite sports person of all time. I actually saw him play in 2000 when I went to Portugal. I saw him play a brief. He came on at the end and played for like 5 minutes, and then that was it. But I've never really seen him play in the big, big leagues. It's all good, Bubbles. I don't know if you want me to call you Bubbles, but yeah. Okay, Dan. Take care, brother. I'll be around tonight. Yeah. I'm a big sports fan, so I watch sports all day. I was up 8:30 this morning watching soccer. I say football, but you guys anything. Bubbles is man, you're naughty. Okay, cool. I don't really know you, so I called you Bubbalicious the other day. I don't really know you guys like that, but if you want me to call you Rose or whatever, I'll do it. I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. I should call you Aries Pain in the ass. How about that? Just consider what just happened in the past half an hour. A blessing. Consider it, a gift. That from spirit from your dad, and he knows that not this wouldn't have happened if you didn't come in here. So just consider it a gift from him to you, from me. That's all. That's all you got to do is consider it that you're a big Kobe fan. I hated Kobe Bryant because he's for the Lakers, and I watched him play. He beat the Celtics back in the day, and when we went to the finals, we beat him one year. He beat us the next. Um, I respect Kobe, but I didn't like him because he was my rival. Because I'm a Celtics fan, so I hate Lakers and I hate anybody who played for him. Not literally, but as a sports fan, I didn't like him. But I rate Kobe Bryant as one of the best players in the world, which a lot of people don't rate him. But to me, he's on the Mount Rushmore for sure in my top five. Well, it's all good. You're welcome. But like I said, I don't really care about the money and all that shit. Like, just consider what I did for you as a gift. That's all. Don't worry about paying me for that. That's fine. If I wanted to get paid for it, I would have told you so. You know, that's all good, man. I'm not that type of person. Spirit gives me the message for free, and I'll give it to you for free today. It's not a problem. Yeah, I know you. I know you couldn't say goodbye to him physically, but He's not like mad about that. You know what I mean? He's not mad about that. He hasn't even talked about that. He's just upset that he left you guys and left you with having to mourn his death and having to deal with it. That's the only thing he's like, upset about. As a man, you're going to be like, yep, I watched all of it. You know, I don't really have hate in my heart like that for like, sports people. I only have hate in my heart for people who have done me wrong personally and things like that. But, when I say I hate the Lakers, it doesn't mean like I literally hate them and I want them to die or something, Like that's not the type of hate that I deal with, just like a sports hate, but it's all good. Yeah. But you can always talk to your dad whenever you want. You don't have to be a medium. You can just say, hey, dad, thanks for coming, talking to Mark and talking to me. You can just say things like that. I always tell everybody you don't need to be a medium to talk to spirit. You can always say, hey, dad, I didn't get to say goodbye to you, but, I'm so glad you talked to Mark today to talk to me, you know, and he'll listen to you, he'll hear you and he'll give you a sign even, those things will happen, no problem. You just have to talk to him like he's actually there. You're not crazy. I know you're a crazy Aries, but you can talk to him in spirit anytime you want. He'll listen. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl here. My nephew's going to a Super Bowl party and my mom is coming here and I'm gonna make lobster for me and my mom. Because every Super Bowl I have lobster. So my sister is not here, she's on business. My other nephew's in because I live in the apartment and my sister and her two boys live next door and my mom's all alone. So I'm gonna go pick up my mom and bring her here and have lobster with her, and then we're gonna watch like the first half of the Super Bowl. My mom don't really care for that shit, but she says, I'll watch a little bit. So I'm gonna bring her up here, have lobster dinner, and then take her back home afterwards. So yeah, she'll be happy. So yeah, keep talking to him. If you need anything, he'll help you. Yeah, he'll he's not gonna scare you, but like for instance, I'm sure he's been around your daughter a lot because they usually go around the kids more because they don't have a clue, you know. So just looking at them and making sure they're okay and things like that. Yeah, Bermuda is very small though, but it's a beautiful place. Yeah, Bermuda's another world. It's very small and there's a lot of beaches here. It's beautiful. I wouldn't give it up for anything. I love Bermuda. I don't want to. I never want to leave here. I want to be here for the rest of my life. It has its ups and downs, but more ups than anything else. Oh yeah, definitely. The first thing they do is take care of them, for sure, because they have no clue. See, They're too young to understand. And, you know, she might even see him where he might like come to her in her dreams and stuff and intervene in her life to make sure she's okay, because protecting daughters and things like that is a task, especially in this day and age with all these weirdos and shit. Yeah, Philippines is I have another person that comes in here from Philippines. Her name is her handle is Lucky. She's in the Philippines. She hasn't been in here in a couple of days. She must be busy, but she comes in here. She's from the Philippines. She's living in the Philippines. So, but I have a lot of Filipino friends here. The lady that my sister has a maid, and she's a Filipino. She's been in Bermuda for years, and she cleans my sister's house. She's a nice lady. She works hard. I have a few Filipino friends that do air conditioning for my friend that owns an air conditioning company. I've known him my whole life, and he has a lot of Filipinos working for him. They're good workers, good people. My dad, his last job that my dad worked for a cleaning company when he was like 75, right before he retired. And he said he worked with like a 40-year-old Filipino guy, and he never wanted my dad to lift anything. He did all the work. I said, "Oh, you do. I do work for you, okay, sir. I do work. I do work. You do a little bit. Go sweep. Go sweep. I take trash. I take the trash." My dad goes, "Man, I love that guy. Man, he treats me like I'm his dad, and he always wanted to help my dad. He told, no, no, I do, sir. I do. You do a little bit. I do." They're cool people. The guy that cleans my pool, the guy that cleans the pool here, he's a Filipino, and he's cool as fuck. Very respectful. Everything is hello, sir. How are you, sir? Okay, sir. I said you can call me Mark. Okay, sir. Okay, Mark, sir. And then when he wants to do something, he'll be like, "Excuse me, sir. I put some more chlorine in the pool today." And I was like, "No problem, bro. You can do whatever you want. Just do." "Okay, sir. Thank you." He's cool though. Nice people, man. Very. Even my neighborhood church, the priest is Filipino, right? His father Vivian. He's the nicest priest I've ever known, man. He's cool as fuck. He came when my dad was in the hospital. He came there, and he put like his hands on my dad's knees, and like I swear to God, he did something, man. Because my dad started to walk a lot better after he like blessed him and healed him. Nicest fucking guy ever, man. He's so cool. Everybody loves him. He's like one of the best priests here in Bermuda. Father Vivian, really cool guy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're very polite, yeah. Yep. Everything is sir. Hello, sir. I do the pool for you, sir. Okay. Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. He loved this guy that I'm talking about that did the pool. He was scared of my dog, right? And every time he came, that my dog would be right here looking at him, and she'll go like she was like wanted to go out there and greet him, and he'll call my dog Buddy. He goes, "Hello, Buddy. How are you, Buddy? You stay inside, Buddy." He goes, "Yeah, she ain't going nowhere. She's cool." Like I said, she, and he still called her Buddy. "Hello, Buddy." It was funny as shit. He didn't like dogs. He was scared shitless of my dog. But I told him, I said, the dog's not gonna do nothing to you. She'll probably come up to you and smell you. Who told me to do that? He almost dove inside the pool. He was scared. I said, "Look, don't move, don't move. She's not gonna hurt you. She's nice. She just wants to smell you." And he's like, "Okay, buddy, nice doggy." That shit was funny as hell. Then after that, I say, "I can't put the dog around him. He's gonna shit himself." Yeah, he's cool though. I love Filipino people. They're nice people. That's probably why you're in here today and it's all working out for you. And you needed to hear all of this, you know? Everything happens for a reason. There's no coincidences. And I would have never have known you were a Filipino because I haven't even looked at I could see your picture, but I thought I didn't really I can't see it like it's small, right? But I didn't even know. Like I said, I just met you recently. But see, all of these. Remember what I don't know if you were in my room yesterday when I was watching washing dishes yesterday. You see everything that I said, right? And today I proved it. You see what I mean? It's like this is what I'm trying to show people. Like it's not about you know popularity, fame, money. Like how many likes you get, how much views and all that. To me, is about helping people. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to practice what I preach, and that's is exactly what happened. See that? That's why you can't make this shit up. It all happens for a reason. You know what I mean? It was meant for you to come in here so you can hear all of this, so it can make you feel better. And that's all. We never know what people are feeling. We never know what people are going through. We never know what's gonna happen. Like so, all of this just happens because it happens, and I'm glad. I'm glad it happened. Because it shows like that. It shows how connected everybody is. Sometimes you got to meet somebody through somebody, you know, and then like you get to like see other people meet people and then actually read for them, and everything becomes like a mission to help. So like it's nice when things like this happen. It makes me very happy, and everybody should be that way. But unfortunately, people are not. But long as I'm good, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I could care less. When you as a kid, you always wanted a swimming pool. My dad gave me every floating blow up tool, never a real pool. Yeah. Well, I didn't want this damn pool at this house, but it's not my house, it's my sister's house. But I'm the one who swims in the pool the most. I love the pool. I love pools and I love swimming. And when we got this pool, it was a lot of work, a lot of money, but the kids love it, and everybody wants to be in there, have fun in there. They bring their friends over and shit. I have to clean the damn thing all the time, and the Filipino guy cleans it, once every 2 weeks, and I clean it every other week. We take turns cleaning it. But what happened was about 3 months ago, my dog was on medication, and she would have been 11 years old, and she fell in the pool accidentally, and she doesn't know how to like swim, and she's a very big dog. She's 80 pounds, and she couldn't swim. She hated the water, right? We put her in the pool plenty of times, but she took off. She hated it. So she fell in the pool and almost drowned, and if I didn't get to her on time, she would have died. But shortly after that, she did die, like 2 months later, because that like probably took some months off of her life. But thank God I got to her before, because I would have been devastated if she died in there. So pools are nice, but you can die in those things for sure. Like if you fuck around. So I never really wanted a pool there, and I swear if my dog died in there, I would have been fucking devastated. But thank God I caught her at the last minute. So I went through a lot of bullshit last year with my dad, my dog, all these things, bad shit happening and all that. But this year so far has been pretty cool. A big fish pond where he said you're pool to get fish so we can eat. That's cool. Yeah. Or at least you got something. But yeah, I love the pool, but you know, Thank God nothing happened to my dog in there. That was bad. I would have been fucking devastated. But but yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it definitely can be. That's for sure. It's sad, but that's why, like I said what I said yesterday on my live when I was washing dishes. What I said in there, I meant every word of it, and I prove every word of it because I know how it is. I went down that rabbit hole too before I really became. What discouraged me about doing this personally, not because I know what I'm doing and I know that I'm real and I know what I'm doing is real, but the problem is like there's too much, there's so many bad psychics. It makes the good ones have to prove themselves over and over and over, and it sucks. And then when you're a real psychic and you do real shit, like people, like, they have a hard time like accepting the truth, and then they get mad, like, they get like kind of like pissed off, and then they say, I Mark just tells it like it is, and I can't listen to this no more, or you know um, I can't go in there because he's gonna grill me or something. But I'm just telling you the fucking truth, like, just deal with it. And if you don't want to, then fuck off, go somewhere else. Then I'm very easy. I don't fucking real beg nobody for nothing. Like, I just do what I gotta do. If it wasn't for spirit, I'd be nobody. So if I don't do what I do, if I didn't just do what I did with you, then they're gonna look at me and say, you know what, you're fucked up. Like, you should have told this chick, whatever. Like, but see, some people are like, no, 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 don't put my business out here in public and shit like that. And then some people are like, thank God this happened, like, because it makes them feel better. And that's why, like, I don't really, you know, whatever's supposed to happen is gonna happen. If spirit's in my ear, hey, look, I'm this, that, and I'm gonna just tell you. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and say, okay, you know, give me this and give me that. I don't really care about all that shit. It don't phase me. Came to visit you, and I don't know. I saw clearly the channel I was a part of, and then I met Linus, and her channel helped me. Yeah, yeah, she's cool as fuck. I heard about her, but see, my friend Ilda is her friend, and she put me on to Kitty, and Ilda told her about me and stuff, and then now we're cool, and then now people from her channel come over here, and I go over there, and we all talk shit and have fun, which is that's the way it's supposed to be. I love people who like don't have, animosity and competitive vibes, because that shit don't play with me. Like, I'm not here to compete with nobody, and I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I know what I'm about, and I prove it every time. And I don't need to prove anything. I can be a dickhead and just dwell my life on money. I can dwell myself on a lot of things, but I choose not to. I don't want to be popular, and I don't want a whole pile of people aggravating me every fucking day. I love my life the way it is. But there's a lot of people who say, "Oh man, you can do this and you can do that, man. You have such a If I was you, I'd be a millionaire. I'd be doing readings all day." And I'm like, "But yeah, but what's being a millionaire gonna do? It's gonna happen. This. Hello, yes. Oh yeah, hey Mark. Hey, look, man, I'm in a bind right now. I need 10 grand, man. I know you're a millionaire. You can hook me up. You'll never see that fucking money no more. That's what being a millionaire is. Gimme, gimme, gimme. The more money you have, the more fucking headaches you're gonna have. So to me, it's not about that. It's about like helping people. Cause when people die and they come through and you get that message, it's like the best feeling in the world. I know that for a fact because I see how people act. I see how people react. I see how the spirit, is so fucking happy that they found somebody that they can talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like your dad was probably waiting for that moment. That's why he came through right when you were in here for literally 2 minutes. Yeah. But that's how it is, though. It's cool. I'm so glad that you came by and we got to talk to him. So just know that he's there and you can talk to him anytime you want. So all good. Yeah, I know all about house chores. I gotta go wash some clothes. I have like a pile of clothes right here that I gotta wash, but uh, I don't fucking feel like it. it's it poured rain just now. Now the sun's out. It's like a never ending story, man. It's so annoying. Yeah, probably. Well, I'm glad that you got some closure today through me, through your dad. I'm so glad that he's okay. I'm glad that I was able to, you know, I'm glad that it all worked out. Everything happens for a reason. You can thank Kitty. Because Kitty came in my room first and she introduced herself and started coming in here and she put me out there to you guys. So if it wasn't for her, this wouldn't have happened today. So and that's why I like people like her, because she's a real one too. Like if she was a hater, she wouldn't have shouted me out. She wouldn't have said, "Hey, Marky," blah blah blah. See, that's why I like people like her and people like you and people like that actually, want other people to be a part of your life and be happy, like. Yep, my dad passed October 10th. Yep, October 10th. In a few days, it'll be 4 months already. Seems like it's been longer than that, man. But it's fucked up. That's probably like another connection. Both our dads were, passed away in October. So, well, yeah, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have met. Because I don't really go into many people's rooms, especially if I don't know them. But she came in my room first and made herself known. And she's a beautiful person. I like her a lot. She's a cool person. I like readers. Like I have a lot of readers in my life, just like her. Talk a lot of shit, have fun. Look for guidance, look for extra help, and look for a spiritual team to be a part of, and mingle with each other, talk shit, and have fun, and not have no animosity or competition or bad vibes. And that's the way it should be. Like I preached yesterday. I want that. I want everybody to be together, and have good vibes. That's what we need. We need more good vibes instead of negative shit. Yeah. Oh, cool. He died October 25th. Yeah. Yeah, my dad's birthday was September 23rd. And literally 3 weeks later, he passed away. About 2.5 weeks almost. Yeah. So he got to see 82. My dad was 82 when he passed away. Yeah. Well, you can't make this shit up, and you'll hear me say those words many times on here. That's one of my favorite sayings. Is you know You can't make this shit up. It just happens for a reason, you know. But yeah, yeah, I'll be back on later on tonight at some point in time. It's only 4 o'clock here, so I'll be back like late tonight, like maybe 8:39, like 4 or 5 hours from now. I'll be back on. I've been on here for like an hour. It's been pretty quiet today, but at least I got to talk to you and give you a reading on here. So I guess I was meant to come on here for a reason. All right, bye, sweetheart. Take care. Cool. I got some new bikes. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Oh, for fuck's sake, another bad accident today too. Scott two says another bad accident. That sucks, man.